Your expensive air purifier might be a total scam. Recent studies show that the air trapped inside your modern home can be up to 5 times more polluted than the air circulating outside. We are talking about invisible particles and gases building up in your living room, bedroom, and kitchen. Seriously, you are likely breathing in a concentrated soup of pollutants every single time you take a deep breath. We are breathing a chemical cocktail of formaldehyde, benzene, and ammonia every single day. These toxins leach out of your carpets, your paint, and even your trendy furniture. It feels overwhelming to think about, but what if the solution was green and alive? Nature has been filtering the atmosphere for millions of years, and it turns out we can bring that biological power right inside our own front doors. First up, the near-indestructible snake plant, scientifically known as Sansevieria. This isn't just a piece of living room decor, it's a biological weapon against toxins like xylene and toluene. It works by pulling these microscopic pollutants directly into its broad, sword-like leaves. By keeping just a few of these in your home, you are creating a frontline defense system that silently scrubs the air while you go about your busy day. Its superpower? It releases oxygen at night, unlike most plants that only produce oxygen during the daylight hours. Most plants, day O2 versus snake plant, night O2. While standard houseplants go dormant when the sun sets, the snake plant stays active, pulling in carbon dioxide and pumping out fresh, crisp oxygen. It is the perfect bedroom companion for clean, high-quality air while you sleep through the night. And the best part about this hardy green friend? You can completely forget to water it for weeks at a time. It doesn't just tolerate your busy schedule or your occasional neglect, it thrives on it. Because it evolved in arid, rocky environments, it hates sitting in soggy soil. It is the ultimate low-maintenance roommate that pays you back in clean, breathable oxygen every single morning. Next, the spider plant. This champion is an absolute beast at removing formaldehyde, a common and dangerous toxin found in synthetic fabrics, insulation, and pressed wood furniture. Every time you buy a new couch or lay down a cheap rug, you are likely introducing formaldehyde into your home. This plant acts like a sponge, soaking up those harmful emissions before they ever reach your lungs or irritate your eyes. In a famous NASA clean air study conducted back in 1989, researchers discovered that this modest plant removed a staggering 95% of the toxic formaldehyde from a sealed chamber in just 24 hours. That is real, measurable power. When you see how effectively it clears the air, it becomes obvious why NASA wanted to know if plants could keep astronauts safe in the tight, recycled air of space stations. But here's the game changer for pet owners. It's also completely non-toxic to curious cats and playful dogs. Many popular houseplants can cause severe illness if a pet takes a nibble, but the spider plant is entirely safe. So your furry friends are totally safe around this one, even if they decide to bat at the dangling babies or take a curious bite out of a leaf. At number 3, the elegant peace lily. It's a powerhouse for removing ammonia, a chemical hiding in your window cleaners, floor waxes, and even your kitchen degreasers. Ammonia is a harsh, stinging gas that can cause respiratory distress, but the peace lily breaks it down into harmless compounds. It is a sophisticated flowering piece of air cleaning equipment that brings both beauty and function into your home waxes. It even has a built-in alarm system for the forgetful gardener. The lush green leaves dramatically droop and collapse when it's thirsty, so you know exactly when to give it a drink. No guesswork, no dry soil testing, just a clear visual signal that it needs hydration. Once you pour a little water into the pot, it perks back up within an hour like magic. But be warned, there is a catch. The peace lily is toxic if ingested by pets or small children. Its leaves contain calcium oxalate crystals, which cause immediate burning and swelling in the mouth and throat if chewed. So keep it up high on a shelf or in a room strictly off limits to keep it out of reach of those who might accidentally take a dangerous bite. Want a tropical vacation vibe without leaving your living room? Meet the Areca palm. It is one of the absolute best plants for overall air purification, especially in larger rooms where you need to tackle a high volume of air. These palms are excellent at scrubbing the atmosphere of common household chemicals while simultaneously acting as a natural, healthy alternative to those noisy plastic electric humidifiers. This plant doesn't just clean the air, it humidifies it too. A large, healthy specimen can release up to a 1 liter of water into the air every 24 hours. This added moisture is incredibly beneficial during the dry winter months when heating systems strip the air of all its humidity. It helps prevent dry skin, chapped lips, and irritated nasal passages, making your home feel much more comfortable. It loves bright, indirect light and needs consistent water to keep those fronds looking lush. But the payoff for your health is massive. While it is a bit thirstier than the snake plant, it is worth the small effort. When you consider the cost of electricity for an air purifier and a separate humidifier, this plant is a steal. It is a natural, silent, and effective solution. But what about the invisible enemy, mold? It's a huge, persistent problem for indoor air quality, especially in older buildings. Our next plant doesn't just filter chemical vapors, it eats mold spores for breakfast. If you have a damp room or a basement that smells a bit musty, this plant is your best friend because it actively pulls those floating fungal spores out of the air. Say hello to English ivy. This classic trailing vine is a superstar at filtering airborne mold and even airborne fecal matter. Yes, you heard that right. It is remarkably efficient at trapping particles that drift through your home. By placing it in strategic locations, you are effectively creating a biological filter that catches the gross, microscopic debris that you would otherwise be breathing in every single day. This makes it the perfect green machine for bathrooms, laundry rooms, or damp basements, where moisture is a constant battle. Because it thrives in environments that would cause other plants to rot, it is uniquely suited to handle the high humidity of these spaces. It keeps your air fresh, clean, and free from the musty, damp smells that often plague the most humid parts of your house. Number 6 is the lush, delicate-looking Boston fern. This plant is a certified formaldehyde-fighting champion, and it absolutely loves high humidity. A true air-cleaning classic, the fern has been a staple in homes for centuries for a reason. Its feathery fronds provide a massive amount of surface area, allowing it to pull pollutants from the air much faster than plants with smooth, flat leaves. It is a powerhouse. It's a living, breathing humidifier and purifier in one, working constantly to maintain a balanced environment. Plus, it gives any room an instant, vibrant jungle vibe that feels refreshing and calming. Watching the new fronds unfurl is a daily reminder that nature is working hard for you. It turns a boring corner of your house into a lush, oxygen-rich oasis that feels like a real getaway. Next up, the golden pothos, also known as devil's ivy. Why is it called that? Because it's almost impossible to kill. Even if you stick it in a dark corner or forget to water it for a week, it just keeps growing. It is the ultimate plant for people who think they have a black thumb. It is resilient, fast-growing, and incredibly effective at filtering the air. It tackles a wide range of common toxins, including carbon monoxide and benzene, and looks amazing in a hanging basket. This is the perfect starter plant for anyone looking to improve their indoor air quality without a massive learning curve. You can train the vines to climb up a bookshelf or let them cascade down from the ceiling, adding a touch of nature to any room. We've covered some truly amazing plants, but the last two on our list are special. One is used in the manufacturing of actual rubber, and the other has a very specific secret. It is a strange and fascinating plant that does things differently than the others. You might be surprised by how much work these two heavy hitters can do once you invite them into your living space. Here it is, the bold rubber plant. Its large, thick, waxy leaves are incredibly efficient at absorbing airborne chemicals from the surrounding environment. Because these leaves are so broad and sturdy, they act like high-capacity intake vents for the plant. They don't just sit there looking good, they are actively working to pull toxins out of the air and lock them away inside their own cellular structure for good. It's simple, small leaf versus large leaf. Purification power. More leaf surface area means more purification power. The massive, glossy leaves of the rubber plant have a much higher capacity for filtration than tiny, delicate leaves. It is a statement piece that works incredibly hard for your health. When you see how big these leaves grow, you can really visualize the amount of cleaning power they bring to your home. And finally, the stunning Dracaena. There are many varieties of this plant, but they all share one incredible specialized talent that sets them apart from the rest of the pack. They are architectural, beautiful, and they serve a very important purpose in the modern home. If you want a plant that looks like a high-end sculpture but acts like a high-tech air filter, this is the one. They are masters at removing trichloroethylene. That's a nasty, dangerous pollutant often found in solvents, glues, and dry cleaned fabrics that most standard, cheap air purifiers completely miss. It is their superpower. By keeping a Dracana near your closet or your workspace, you are actively neutralizing the harmful off-gassing from the items you use every day. It is a smart, effective, and beautiful way to protect your long-term health. So there you have it. 9 natural powerhouses that you can buy at any local nursery. Purifier versus plants. Cost, noise, beauty. They are significantly cheaper, completely silent, and infinitely more beautiful than any plastic box with a loud fan inside. Why would you pay for electricity and expensive replacement filters when nature provides a self-sustaining, self-repairing, and oxygen-producing alternative that looks better in your home every single day? Ditch the expensive, noisy filters and stop worrying about replacement parts. Start building your own green lung for your home today. It is an investment in your health that grows more valuable every year. Which plant will you get first to start cleaning your air? Let me know in the comments below, and tell me if you have any other favorites that keep your home feeling fresh.